to another episode of Sleepy Sarah. Today on the show, we are going to be making Popeye pizza. And aka, that's lots of spinach on top. So for our sauce that we're going to put down, we ain't going to use our traditional pizza sauce. We're going to do like a garlic parmesan, kind of like a Alfredo sauce.
Okay. Not a big fan of white sauce on pizza. I've had some that are good, don't get me wrong, but if I want pizza, I'm always going to be thinking of a red sauce pizza. Some mushrooms, some onions, some minced garlic. My God, now I want pizza.
Give this flour just a minute to get rid of that raw flour taste. Now we're just going to put in some milk. It depends on how thick or thin you want your sauce. It's starting to come together. Put some more milk in there.
Alright.
Okay, I got my little mini chopper out, and I have got some garlic. I want to use that. And I buy it sometimes already peeled in this, well, can't get it back out, but a big old package. So, sometimes it's easier that way. And I've probably got 20 cloves in here.
Holy, Sarah, you know the way to my heart. I don't really care what you do to the pizza after this. Anybody who's putting 20 cloves of garlic on their pizza is my kind of person. When I cook, I want vampires in the bordering states to get worried.
Depends on how much garlic you like to your sauce. So, if you like a lot, so I'm going to do about a couple big tablespoons. Now we're going to grate in some Parmesan cheese.
Freshly grated Parmesan cheese and 20 cloves of garlic? Who sent me this channel and how do I contact your mother? I don't know about you guys, but I want to go to Sarah's for pizza night.
We're going to put some cracked black pepper. And just a pinch of sea salt, because the Parmesan is really salty.
Just the inclusion of salt and pepper into this dish makes it automatically better than like half of what Jack and Kay have made. So far, I'm not really seeing too many negatives.
I'm going to have 2 pizza.
Alright, okay. Maybe not the best timing on that last comment. So this dough looks a little wet. Now to be fair, I don't often make pizza dough, and when I say I don't often make pizza dough, I mean I have made pizza dough once in my entire life, but I have watched a lot of people make pizza dough, mind you, and this doesn't look quite normal. But look, I have faith in Sarah. I'm sure it's gonna come around.
Stone's here. And I'm doing 2 pizzas today. So half of my dough goes onto one and half on the other board. Grab my olive oil. Got my oven preheated to 500 degrees. Because this is gluten-free dough is really sticky.
Oh, okay. Interesting. This is gluten-free dough. That adds an entirely new piece to the puzzle. Maybe this is what it's supposed to look like. All right, after looking at some gluten-free recipes, this is actually pretty close. And it's not perfect. It still looks a little wet and maybe not fully together, but I mean, dough is something that is notoriously hard to make. I say fair play, Sarah.
I par-bake mine because I like my crust not real doughy. It's up to you. You can go ahead and put all your toppings on, put them in the oven, but I like to put mine in for about 5 or 6 minutes to get them a head start. We'll come back in about 5 or 6 minutes, and then we'll top them. We're just going to put some of our sauce on each one, as much as you would like.
I can't believe I haven't commented on the unbelievably funky soundtrack going on in the background. From the theme to the transition jingles, it goes mightily crazy.
I thought out, wringed out water. You want them as dry as you can get. And we're just going to put some spinach on top. No vampires will get us tonight. Next, we come back with a little bit of mozzarella. And they pop back into the oven for about, I don't know, 5 to 6, let's say 6 to 7 minutes. Just till you know they're done. The pizzas just came in the oven. They look yummy. There you have it. My version of Popeye pizzas with lots of spinach.
Not gonna lie, a few more minutes in the oven for me, I would absolutely demolish this. There's enough garlic to kill a man on this pizza, and that is the way I like it. Maybe I just picked an exceptionally good video, but I did not really find much wrong with that. Sure, the dough wasn't perfect, and I like my pizzas cooked a little bit more, but other than that, pretty solid attempt. However, I'm not as confident with the next one. It's cornbread salad time, baby.
Welcome to another episode of Simply Sir. Today on the show, we're going to make cornbread salad. Now, what you need to do is bake you some cornbread. You can do homemade cornbread, like I did, or use boxed or two. It's a little jiffy, whatever you want to use. It depends on how much cornbread you want in yours. This was a whole pound of cornbread that I baked and let it cool and then crumbled it up. This is going to be the sauce for our cornbread salad. 1.5 cups of sour cream, 1 cup of mayo, a packet of ranch salad dressing dry mix. And then I'm going to put a little salt and some pepper. I'm going to mix it. And then I'm going to thin it out with about a tablespoon or 2 of milk.
All right, I'm starting to get a bit worried now. Sour cream, mayonnaise, and ranch milk is not exactly what I call my preferred topping for cornbread. There seems to be many toppings in this dish that I am not a fan of them going together, so maybe this is a better representation.
We've got 2 cans of pinto beans, rinsed and drained real good. Normally that's the bean you use, but if you want to change up your beans to do kidney or any of the white beans like northern beans, maybe some black-eyed peas, or do a mixture of it, you can.
Sorry.
I'm just going to push the layers down into the cornbread because we got a lot of layers to go in here and make sure I have room. Next, 2 cans of corn, just sweet yellow corn, drained real good and rinsed. Spread it out. Let's do a little layer of some chopped onion. I've got a little bit of white and red here because I needed to use some up.
This is honestly getting worse with every step. It's unfortunate because these are all ingredients I love, but putting all of this stuff together, why? Bread is not a good bottom layer for any kind of wet dip. It's not a good layer for any dip.
Let's put just a little bit of bacon bit. If you want to fry you some bacon up, then do a whole package of bacon. And do a little layer of bacon bits. Some chopped bell peppers. I had green and yellow and red and orange in my fridge. So about 1 bell pepper chopped up. Whatever color you want to use. Then we're going to put a layer of some shredded cheddar cheese down. Then a large tomato chopped. On goes the rest of our ranch dressing. Okay, then you come with a little bit more cheese.
This is like the southern version of Jack's garbage stew. I genuinely cannot fathom putting all of this stuff together and actually eating it. This is unexplainably gross to me. No sarcasm intended whatsoever. This is something that you could never ever get me to eat.
I like to do the layers in a clear container or one of them glass trifle bowls so you can see the layers. Some people just dump it all in a bowl and mix it. So whatever you want to do, I like to look at all the layers. And then you put a lid on it, let it chill in the fridge for about 2 to 3 hours, and take it out and scoop you out some to serve. I just think the layers look all pretty. And it'd be really pretty if I had a glass container so you could really see the layers.
Sarah, your positivity is really making me want to say something nice about this, but I just cannot find it within me. I know that the consistency of that cornbread after being weighed down by 40 pounds of wet ingredients and sitting in a fridge for hours is going to be like eating wet paper. I apologize.